Appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I'm Jamar McKeel.
I'm James Gerald.
And y'all just got served with J&J Sports. Happy New Year.
Shout out to J&J. So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
Watching content like what y'all put up. So yeah, let's rock and roll, brothers.
Coles, man. What else we got?
Well, I thought first up, we definitely have to talk about the Dallas Cowboys running back, Javonte Williams. So he recently signed a $24 million 3-year deal, and he was a former Bronco, an early round pick for them, but ended up, with like a serious knee injury, and then wasn't able to continue with them.
Right.
But the Cowboys signed him right before the 2025 season, and for 252 runs, he got 1,201 yards with a 4.8 average per carry, 11 rushing touchdowns with 35 total receptions. So to sign this running back when they didn't have one, do you think that this was a pretty good move?
Yeah, it was. Ever since Ezekiel left, and it hasn't been nobody that could really fill that spot. And hearing his stat sheet, it sounds like they made a good choice.
And I really loved his running style too, because he's one of those. He definitely has some speed, but where he really gets people is with his physicality. So he's kind of almost built like a bowling ball, just real thick.
Yeah.
And he gets a lot of yards after contact, and that's one of the things I love to see.
Oh yeah, kind of like a Derrick Henry. You know who? What other running back is really tough, man? The Seahawks.
That's right, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
And he got Super Bowl MVP too. So, I mean, that kind of makes me wonder about running backs in general, because it kind of started with Saquon joining the Eagles.
Yeah. And
that was like a return to okay, running backs are now important again.
Important, yeah. Ever since and shout out to Walker, him getting MVP, this is going to show the NFL like, hey, we need more running backs. We need more of this, because they changed games. You see how the Seahawks, they didn't really have to work as hard, because this dude was all over the place. They couldn't get him down. They couldn't stop him. Yeah.
And how much help was he for Sam Darnold too?
Huge help.
Take all that pressure.
Now it all makes sense why they were so successful in those games.
And, I'm kind of wondering, the Cowboys running backs and their tradition, they have the best ever in Emmitt Smith. I think it's like 18,035 yards or something, which that record's never going to be beaten.
Touchdown.
That's one of those the total rushing record. It's Emmitt Smith's got it.
That's insane. Yeah.
And I think he did it for it was something like 11 seasons or something, just continually racking up the yards.
Goodness.
So is there pressure on Dallas running backs because of this?
Yeah, it is. It's gonna always kind of be that. Okay, can you be that if factor? Just like with Lamb with that number. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely.
I could see from two sides of okay, well, I've got pressure because there's Emmitt and I have to try to live up to that. But then also it's just go out there and do your thing. Right. Emmitt is the best, but I'm going to go out and, show everybody what I can do.
And I'm pretty sure Emmitt is basically passing the baton to you. So it's not like you can set your own record. You know what I mean? So in a way.
And 18,000 yards too. I'm kind of curious about,
man, that's a lot. That's a lot. Has anybody beaten that? That's what we...
No, I don't. I think they're the second one is way behind. Okay, yeah, 18,355 yards for Emmitt Smith. Walter Payton has 16,726. And then you got Frank Gore, 16,000, who he was the closest to our modern era.
So none of the new running backs have ever touched. So
well, Adrian Peterson, he's got 14,918.
Oh yeah, he was a dog. But nobody never beat Emmitt. That's a hard number to beat though, James. 18,000.
And it's one of those things where people say it's not going to be beaten just because of the way that the game has changed.
Yeah.
And unless you bring a running back on and the focus is the running back the entire time, but that's impossible for a football team.
Nah, definitely impossible right now. All these quarterbacks, and it's impossible. Yeah.
So he's also, they had Ezekiel Elliott, as you had mentioned.
Yeah.
And
what was his record? Was he?
I know Zeke. He was. I don't know if he made the top 10.
Got you. Oh, because he got hurt though, right? He got injured.
Let's see. 135 games. He got 9,130 yards. So, I mean, it's pretty respectable, but he definitely had a dip of production towards the end. And I mean, they were having some issues with injury there for those few years.
I know, and we covered that. Yeah.
But so they're paying him. It looks like $24 million over 3 years. So that's not like the $15 million that Zeke was getting paid. $15 million overall a year.
Yeah.
And they had reset the market with that. And I'm wondering, like, are the Cowboys ever going to reset the running back market again, or did they like learn their lesson with Zeke?
I think they'll probably slowly kind of get back up there. They probably just want to see how he does, for that whatever the amount is, and if he's handling his business, then they'll go up on the market. Money that's the last issue for sure.
I feel like too the way that they draft linemen in the first round, you kind of have to invest in a running back because otherwise it's a waste of
wouldn't make any
bringing
sense.
the talent
right.
in.
You're right. Definitely right. That O-line has to be like superior. You have to spend money on that. Like Seahawks O-line, they're nice, and you could tell they put some money in it. For sure.
I wonder how much that Kenneth Walker getting the MVP maybe made the Cowboys kind of push them into wanting to sign the running back like this.
Yeah,
Williams.
he was insane. He was insane. I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna give him a hard time. It's the Super Bowl, like it's none of that going on. But he just passing on through. And he's tough to break down. You could tell. So.
And he's got to be probably one of the main reasons why a lot of people were saying the Super Bowl was so slow is because he was doing so well, and you weren't seeing a lot of those big throws and stuff.
It's always every Super Bowl. It's always like that though. It's always slow. You know what I mean? And then it gets caught up at the end, literally the last quarter or something like that.
Yeah, I hope next year we get a better result.
Yeah,
and it'll be interesting. But I'm glad the Cowboys have their running back. They should be good for the next 3 years, and I'm excited about Williams. I'm happy to have him there.
Absolutely.
And then,
hey, it's James Jurowitz from J&J Sports. Make sure you check out our episodes that are now on Spotify, and shout out to Barracks.
J&J Sports.
keeping it slick in 2026.